Salut, salut, salut. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Coucou, 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 coucou. Hi, 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 hi. Hey, 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 hey. J'espère que tu vas bien et tu vas bien pour toi. So, I hope that you're doing well and that everything's going well for you. Today, I am going to do the part 2 to the video of basic phrases in English that I was writing on the dry erase board. So we can just do that. And these are going to be more so whenever somebody's trying to get to know you or you're trying to get to know someone. And as a pro tip, if somebody asks something about you and you're genuinely interested in them, ask them the same thing back. This is how you can start to have a genuine rapport and conversation. So these phrases will be able to help you recognize what somebody might be asking you in English and give you that little signal to your brain that says, okay, they want to know this thing about me. I want to know that about them as well. So now you'll know how to ask. Everybody wins. So, in my opinion, this first one is the best question to ask somebody if you think that they're interesting and you want to get to know them romantically or platonically. It doesn't matter. This is the best pickup line for friendship and a relationship, in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and get started. And yeah, I would say that pickup lines they're just lame. And so this is probably the best way to open up a conversation to somebody. And oh my, is this so simple? What's your name? ¿Cómo tu t'appelles? What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? What's your name? What's your name? What is your name? What's your name? What's your name? So, what's your name? If you just want to get like, what's your name? Just a little flirty. But like, not too flirty. You want to keep the control. What's your name? if somebody were to ask me, this is what I would say. My name is Bay. You? My name is Bay. My name is Bay. You? Je m'appelle Bay. Et toi? Je m'appelle Bay. Et toi? Bon, c'est clair? My name is Bay. You? My name is Bay. You? You get that? My name is Bay. You? Okay. So you would say, my name is you? Good, good, good. It's getting a little dirty, but that's fine. So after somebody says, my name is this, what's your name? And then once you have both established what one another's name is, what you would say is something along the lines of, nice to meet you. I know that that's probably really, I write in like half cursive and half print. I always have, just because like I think that I got taught cursive like really early in like second grade, maybe first grade, I don't remember. But it was the whenever I was learning how to write in print, and they used to teach us it really early, and so this is what happens. All the girls in my family do that for some reason. I know that my mom and my sister do for sure, and so did my mom's mom, as well as my dad's mom. So you would just say, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Let me say, enchanté, I guess in French you would say enchanté, ou ça me rend content de faire tes connaissances, you know, but that's a lot of words. So just like, ça me fait plaisir de faire connaissance, something like that. So just nice to meet you. And so another thing that is usually important, whenever meeting new people, you would say, where are you from? Where are you from? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? Where are you from? This is a question that a lot of people probably do get asked if they are traveling throughout the US and you have an accent. And a lot of people don't mean it in a bad way. Usually, if they ask you and they mean it in a bad way, they're very hostile about it. And so I will say, you'll know if you'll know. And usually, most of the time, people are just curious. And I would say, especially in a lot of places that are rural, might not get a lot of people who look different or act different than them. They don't know how to be polite sometimes, and so it could come across as rude. I would say though, always use your best judgment. Always use your best judgment. If you don't feel safe, get the hell out of there. Because that's what I would do. So, the next one is probably a question that a lot of people get asked all the time. How old are you? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? How old are you? How many years do you have? Quel âge as-tu? Ou combien d'années as-tu? No. Yeah, I guess it's more of like what age do you have? But yeah, in French. Yeah, because I remember people would say like j'ai 20 ans, like j'ai 30 ans, 20 ans, 40 ans, 60 années. 60 ans? 60 ans, that doesn't sound right to me, but I think it is 60 ans. Whatever. Don't listen to me, French speakers. But maybe. C'est vraiment différent en anglais because you would just say like I am this many. Like, oh, I'm 20, I'm 30, I'm 40, I'm 50, I'm 60, whatever. And so donc c'est un peu drôle pour moi comme anglophone de dire j'ai 20 ans. Like I have 20 years. Like puisque à mon avis ça en anglais, like if you were like yeah I have 20 years, ça veut dire que tu es en prison ou tu vas en prison ou tu étais en prison, quelque chose comme ça. Like yeah I did 20 years and it's like whoa, ça c'est criminel. Maybe un peu de faux amis peut-être, ou je sais pas exactement comment on dit faux ami, mais c'est plutôt pour une phrase ou une idée, peut-être, mais les grammaires, c'est toujours, c'est pas toujours aligné. It's not like always on the same one. So it can get very difficult to understand people, especially if I have like been drinking or like I'm at a bar, because it can get sometimes a little bit difficult to string your words together, but there are times where I felt like it helped depending on it. So donc la prochaine c'est see you soon. See you soon. Ça veut dire à bientôt. I, until the short time later. I'll see you in a bit. See you soon. So these next ones are good for to help avoid situations that could be awkward. Because I think that for me, especially in learning French, I wish that I would have learned how to advocate for myself and to help myself learn French more quickly and probably a lot more efficiently if I asked for clarification more. If I just didn't act like that I understood something whenever I really didn't. Because although whatever I was going through or was doing, like it wasn't like high stakes, like there wasn't like money on the line or my future. It was more like, oh, I didn't like fully understand like the instructions for a course assignment for a class that I was in, or I didn't fully understand like directions that somebody gave me on the street. But I think that with these ones in English, these can help for all sorts of situations, and it's not just in everyday interactions, but it can help, if you have a job speaking English, if you don't speak English a lot, these are ones that you'll want to know. Because if you don't get a chance to practice it often, it can get a little bit rusty. And so asking for clarification is always a good thing. I think that asking somebody to help you better understand is just, we like to do that. It's a good thing. And you should always try and strive to understand more if you don't understand something and you have the person right in front of you. Like, when are you going to get that chance again? So, we'll go ahead and start. So, if somebody wants to talk to you about something that you think that you can't fully explain yourself in, or if you are dealing with a subject that you think is a little bit too above your speaking level, like politics. Politics can be really difficult to talk about, especially in an area you're not from and you don't know exactly what's going on politically. That can get very sticky. And I've had people wanting to talk to me about American politics whenever I was in France, because Donald Trump decided to run for president whenever I was in France. And let me tell you, I had more French people interested in American politics most of the time instead of wanting to get to know me. And while I can understand that people want to know as an American, like my point of view, it got a little annoying. And I didn't feel like I could fully articulate my thoughts in a way that would do my point of view justice and to how I thought that it deserved to come across. So, just something to keep in mind. So, you could say, sorry, I don't speak English. Sorry, I don't speak English. Sorry, I don't speak English. Désolé, je parle pas anglais. Je parle pas français. Something like that. Although if you heard somebody say je parle pas français in a French accent, you'd be like, okay, liar. Don't is a contraction of do not. I do not speak English. Sorry, I do not speak English. So, this can help if also potentially somebody's annoying you. You just don't want to talk to them. Sorry, I don't speak English. That wouldn't work for me though either. I would be like, sorry, I don't really speak English. 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 I don't know how French people would say English. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't really speak English. My friends love it whenever I do that because they're like, it's so convincing. And I was like, it's because I just speak French in an English accent, if that makes sense. Or like, I speak English in a French accent, like if I was trying to, I guess, like put, I guess it's like if you try and put the English words through a French filter, I guess. And it's hard to explain because it's like I just put the rules of like speaking French, but like the way that like my tongue sits in my mouth and how I would talk. I don't know. I'm sure that a dialect coach is like, you're almost there, you know the word. I don't. Okay. So a good one is could you repeat that again? Pouvez-vous le répéter? Could you repeat that again? If you don't hear someone very well, this is a good thing to say. If you're on the phone and you're talking to somebody and they have a like disruption in the signal and the line cuts out for a moment, you could just say, hey, sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you repeat that again? And I'm sure that they would say, oh, yeah, I heard the call drop out. Anyways, I was saying, and then they'd continue. So this is a good one. Could you repeat that again? Yes, I can repeat that again. Could you repeat that again? Yeah. So that's that. And so this is another good one that works with asking somebody to repeat that, but this can help somebody know to repeat something, but in a much easier way, potentially to understand them. You could say, Could you speak a little slower? 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 Can you speak a little slower? Pouvez-vous le répéter un peu plus lentement? Oui. Pouvez-vous le répéter un peu plus lentement? Merci. Lentement. Lentement. Je sais pas pourquoi c'est un peu difficile à prononcer cela, mais c'est toujours difficile. Could you speak a little slower and repeat that for me, please? Plus poli. And so this is a good one, this next one, because I think that if you are somebody that's learning a language, you always will say this. And you probably also hear kids ask this a lot. What does mean? What does that mean? What does kissing mean? I don't know, like something like kids would say, like, what does like what does crappy mean? Or like I know that like my niece hated it whenever people used to say crap for some reason. And I remember the first time she said, "But what is crap?" And I remember I was like, do you really want to know it? And she was disgusted. She's like, I can't believe people just say that everything's poopy. And I was like, wait till you become an adult, young child. Mais en français, it's like, comment vous dire this? Like, what does this mean? Comment tu veux dire is like, what do you mean? Comment tu veux dire? What do you want to say? Like, but yeah, it's more of like, what do you mean by that? What does blank mean? And you fill in the blank with whatever. Like if you are in Texas, I guess, and you are wanting to have food, you would potentially ask yourself, what does Tex-Mex mean? Because Tex-Mex is a style of Mexican food. See more Americanized Mexican food. And it is Tex-Mex is not at all like authentic food from Mexico. It is a lot more fattening, a lot more greasy, and a lot more cheese, queso, and all that. A lot more guacamole, sour cream, things like that. So it is very distinctly different. But if you're not somebody from here, you would be like, what the hell is Tex-Mex? So what does blank mean? So those are the phrases that I have for this video. I hope that you enjoyed them and you learned a little something. And if not, I hope you at least found it you. I'll see you soon. I'll see you in the next one.